Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. You found the Olsons. Gone again. Today, we are working on the camper. Today we're going to do some updates and upgrades to make the setup a little bit easier. Maybe not have to carry so many small water bottles around. So let's take a look at what we have. So let's take a look at what we have to install today. We're going to take the rectangular landing pads off the landing gears. We're going to install 9-inch round landing gear pads, and we're going to install a set of snapPads. We won't be needing the blocks of wood anymore. Just always just kind of a pain. Makes the truck dirty. Just one more step. So this should be pretty easy. Pull a pin, stick these on, lower the camper down on, snap the pads onto the bases, and that should be it. So hopefully. It's like putting 5 pounds of dung in a 5-pound bag. It, I think, will fit, but I'm going to need a little bit of assistance. So, we'll be right back. Okay, so we need to line this up, and you got to push the button down. No, hold up right there. I think I need to get a little persuader. Okay, just like that, we have the persuader. Okay, run her down a little more. Oh yeah, you almost can see through there. Stop. How close is that? It's pretty close. Will the pin fit? The pin fits just fine. All right, lift her up. So there's the 9-inch landing pad. And because this is a Jayco, it has the world's slowest, or possibly the lowest geared landing gear on any camper. And that's been verified by questions at campgrounds. But it is going, we can tell. Oh, I need to be on. Okay, now back down.
It's hot because it's hot, doesn't help.
Hold up, let's square this up. We'll be all. If I don't square this up, I'll be all messed up. Okay, lift it up some. Okay, how's that look? That looks pretty good. We'll go with that, yeah. And according to the rest of the world that already has these pop right on. Now, oh, keep going. A little bit more. All right, let's move the board. We got to move the board over because since I got this half on, that's half's not.
You want to just put this board under there so that side doesn't pop off?
It shouldn't, but we'll try this first. Oh, there. I think it's actually on, but let's go right down, put some pressure on it, and make sure. But that should be it. I think that looks good. All right, you can raise her back up.
Maybe they're supposed to be like that.
I would say they shouldn't be so bent.
Paper should be water dispensers.
Hold that so I got two hands here. That. All right, now we pull that back up. So I pull that board out. That. All right. Run the gear down. What's your level look like on the side for the camper?
It's
High. Yeah. Okay, so we got the landing pads on, and I think this is way better. When we took those small landing pads off, they're bent. Now our idea is going to be to put them back here. What I'd like to do is take that pad off and put those bigger pads on. So once we do that, now I'm into the shop here. So here's the pads that were out front. Okay, so there's the pads that were out front, and these are some rubber pads to put back there. The only thing is, these don't fit on the ones that are on there. So we have to adapt, make a bracket, reuse the bracket that's there, weld these on the bottom, do something so that we have these on instead of the smaller pads that are on there. So once we figure out, we'll be back. All right, let's see if we can get these straightened up. I was thinking, well, I'm gonna put a little bit of heat on them. But we could just try a big old hammer. Well, that's way better than it was. If anything, I went too far on one side. Okay, so here's what the problem is. The pad that I should be working with, or the jack, is cut out here. This is not. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this off here, so this little tab isn't here, and cut this out on here so that it fits in here. And we'll see if that works. Oops. So, cut that there. That'll work. Just like so. I think that's going to work now, hopefully. Okay, so that I think is going to work just fine. I do need to put there's holes for there's holes for bolts. I think that might be what we end up doing, carriage bolt. But that's how that's supposed to fit. I think that'll be just fine. I'll get the other one done. As you can see, quite bent. And if you remember earlier, these were in the front of the camper. This is what was holding the camper up from the front. I just don't think that they made that thing quite strong enough. Doesn't take much of a hammer to straighten it out. I thought maybe I would need a torch, but no. All right. Safety glasses on. All right, got that trimmed up. Trim this other rubber piece up here. So just tilt that in, slide down as far as it'll go. Probably hard to see when you're on that side. Just pull that up with a screwdriver. Just keep force squeezing together. And there it is, pops right in. This thing seems to be a little bit lower, but like I mentioned before, there's holes back here, so I think what I'm going to do is, that's as far as that's wanting to go in. I'm going to put some bolts in here just to make sure it holds everything tight together. So when that's going down the road, that's going to hang on the bottom of underneath the camper. So, all right, I'm going to get some drill bits and get these bolted together. Okay, so got my drill bits. Chris Duffy with Duffy Ag YouTube channel. Shout out to him. I went on and to Amazon and ordered up some bits. We're going to see how they work. He claims he's pretty happy with them, so. Oh. I'm gonna start in here or nothing to it but to do it. All right. Now, are these long enough? No, these little ones are not. Let's see. What is the problem? Bad nut, bad bolt. Might be bad nut. And what am I going to hold this with? This? I don't think so. All right. Come on. Oh, the rubber does not hold the carriage bolt. Let's at least get this lock nut started. Pinch the finger. Okay, got that one in. We'll just cut the top of that off. I'm using nylon lock nuts. Nylon lock nuts. Keep these on here. All right. That should do a good job with that. Now, there. One rubberized stabilizing pad. Now, Well, that seemed to drill a couple holes, so drill bits seem to be okay. Whoops, my goodness. That was my finger again. Well, I think this is that nut that's bad. So now we need to take the existing pads off the camper so that we can figure out how to mount these on the camper. So if we take, all right, when we get out there and set up, we'll be back. Okay, let's see. You're gonna sit up there without me knocking you over. That's probably pretty good. Okay, now so this pivot's on there. Now let's see what we want to do with this. Now as you can see, this is not bent like that was, and this distance here, I don't have that distance here. So just to mount this on there, I don't think that's going to pivot correctly. That looks like it's almost just plug welded in there. Needs to be that way. So I was thinking about just cutting this off. Now we need to hold that. I'll try to lock everything down. Clamp it off. I think that should be fine. Shall work. I hope. I hope. Like that. A washer. This has a lock nut on it. Flip that. Flip this. Alright, so we'll run this up. That should be fine. Yeah, I think that's perfect. I think that'll work great. Now, brush this out if you need it. Yeah. There. Now, let's run that stabilizer down and see what that looks like. Extend. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, all right.